He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary, in the Kahlua of the day, Gary.
Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. Today is the first official day of fall, so I can't wait to get out my fall Kahlua. But here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Future, baby. Everybody's raving Future. Now, we all know he's a rapper, and he's famous for having 12 beautiful children and a long list of ex, y'all. But one of his former flings, y'all, so he's speaking out on the behind the scenes. Now, she's saying that Future runs, baby, his private life with strict rules and protocols. They say NDAs and rapid health checks included. Now, according to a popular Instagram celebrity who once hooked up with the mascot rapper, they're saying that Future treats intimacy, y'all, like a business deal. Now, after meeting him at a nightclub and heading back to his hotel suite, allegedly, she says that she was immediately put y'all through a two-step process, which is good. Now, they're saying, y'all, that step one, his security pulled her aside and made her sign an NDA before she was allowed out of the car. And then the document wasn't a quick signature. It was more than a dozen pages long, and she had to not only sign, but also initial, y'all, every page, which is beautiful, y'all. Then they're saying, y'all, once inside, things got even more serious. They said after some casual mingling, Future asked her to take a rapid HIV and STD test. Now, they said the test involved a quick mouth swab, and one of his assistants, y'all, took it into another room to process. Now, after 15 minutes, they said that the assistant returned with a subtle thumbs up. That was the green light, and from them there, the night took its intimacy and expected turn, y'all. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? And they said the woman said she insisted, y'all, that she didn't feel disrespected at all. She was surprised and reassured, and she said honestly, it made her feel safer. And she said it allowed, it showed her that he's serious about protecting himself. Isn't that something most do? Most men do that. Do y'all do that? Most men, Rickey, y'all, do y'all, men, single men, do stuff like that? You got to sign all these papers and stuff, you know, to build. Really?
Before they get on the plane, before they walk in the house, in an email, DocuSign, absolutely.
Really?
I mean, even just somebody coming in and think you got something and fall, and then now you're in a lawsuit.
That's right.
All of a sudden, the floors look slippery because they clean, but then you slip and fall.
Yep.
I told you not to wear them kid heels anyway.
Well, that's good.
And fell and did a split. You can't even do a split.
Lord have mercy, honey. Well, I guess, congratulations to him then, you know, and I think if more people did do it, but like you said about the fall, because a little friend of mine made a little slick remark, I ought to fall in your house. Oh, go ahead and fall, girl. I ain't got no insurance now. So, honey, I'm like, girl, I don't know what you feel, because people will do it, honey.
They will.
They sure will.
Do it.
They sure will.
On purpose.
Go in the bathroom, well, you better have a camera everywhere.
Yeah.
Somebody come in your doggone house. You know, they come in there and jealous to me. I see you got your little thing, your little rocks in the sink, okay. Then they go in there and then they get jealous and fall.
Yeah. I never forget my friend Kathy, honey.
Am I lying, Brett?
You ain't lying.
People do it, honey. When my friend Kathy told us, y'all not riding in my car because I don't have PIP, honey, because, you know, people try to file on your PIP, your personal injury protection, and get your money. So she said, y'all can't ride with me.
That's so sad.
Sad you have to do it.
Yeah, so it's something, though. So we just, congratulations, I guess, to Future, honey, and his endeavors and what have you. All right, moving on in other celebrities. Oh, Cardi B is speaking. I love Cardinal B, honey. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Cardi B, honey, is stepping into her next era, y'all, motherhood, but, honey, with a whole lot of extra baggage. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the Bronx rapper is currently pregnant by NFL star Stephon Diggs. Yet, they say word on the street is that she's not the only one carrying this child, honey, with at least 2 other women carrying Diggs as their baby daddy. And they say fans expected fireworks. Instead, baby Miss Cardi B shrugged it off and delivered, honey, one of the most viral lines of the year. And here's what Cardi had to say.
Yeah, that's your baby daddy, bitch. That's my baby daddy too, girl. Well, what now? I was f***ing up. We'll figure it out, bitch.
Oh, man. She said,
I love her more and more each day.
Baby Miss Cardi B peed for that
She
one,
ain't
honey.
giving up her man, honey. You pregnant, what we gonna do?
Yes, honey. She said, yeah, that's your baby. That's mine, too. She said, baby, we're going to figure it out. Yeah. All right, Miss Cardi B, girl.
Winning.
Yeah.
That is funny.
You make her happy, so she gonna do whatever it is she need to do.
Wow.
I guess so, child. Well, they're going to figure it out, honey. So congratulations to Cardi B. And then my quick for free story, y'all. Everybody's still ready. I went to see the Queens, Rickey, this past weekend.
How was
honey.
it?
Oh, the queens were grand, baby, honey, but people still raving. Shaka Khan, honey, and Stephanie Mills, they say, baby, these girls are still baddies, honey. They still giving it, honey. Yes, baby. But it was really nice. I mean, all the girls performed real well, honey. Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight came out first. She did a great song, a great rendition, honey. Then came Stephanie Mills. She did a wonderful job. She looked amazing, honey. And then Miss Patti LaBelle, Miss Patti is just a grand girl, baby. She came out looking good. And then Shaka Khan came out. But it was really nice. But two songs. When Stephanie Mills singing this certain song and Patti LaBelle singing a song, it kind of brings tears to my eyes. Because when Stephanie Mills sing Home, she'll play a montage of different people, went on. And when Patty does it, just really tears me up because she
did You Are My Friend.
Yes, and when she does You Are My Friend, it just brings tears to my eyes because she showed all her friends that went around,
and her sister, she made it for her sister.
All those people that it was just so touching, honey. I love it, but it was a real great cut and looked like it was a sellout crowd.
It was. It was crazy.
It was packed, honey. So I say, congratulations to the queens. I was telling my friend about the bow to try to get cute. How you gonna go see the queens? Aren't y'all queen? I'm like, no, niece, the queens, not the queens, the original.
Somebody
queens,
said Gladys Knight in her rider she had chicken and waffles in her dress. Let me stop.
Oh man.
Stupid.
Well, they didn't come from her restaurant. But anyway, y'all, the color today, honey, the color today, y'all, my fall color is olive. On the high end, you say olive, and on the low, you say beautiful green. That's your color for the day, honey. But I really enjoyed this, honey. All the girls look good. Miss Stephanie gave you red, baby. She had all her dancers in red, sparkly, honey.
Well, how much you pay for your tickets?
Oh, good girl. Hell, I paid a good half. I paid working
at this. You bought them?
I work at this job, honey. I paid for them. They gave them to me. Yes, ma'am. I paid for coming to work every day and talking about it. That's my pay. Yes, Lord, honey.
Keep it real.
Okay. And they gave me some good seats, too, because, Ricky, we usually sit up in the rafters. But they had some good seats.
Good, yeah.
You're not about to embarrass me around all these damn queens. Like, y'all crazy. I better have some cute seats for me.
Yes. Well, congratulations to you, Gary.
Yes. But Gary with the theme.
Yeah.
Hold it.
He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 6 minutes after the hour, Gary has the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful first fall day. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Damon Dash, honey. Damon Dash is clarifying, y'all, whether he ever tried to romance Beyonce, honey, while she was married to Jay-Z. Now, they're saying that Jay-Z and Damon Dash have a long history, y'all. They say Damon Dash recently cleared up about the rumors surrounding him and Beyonce, including whether he wanted to romantically pursue her. Now, the falling out between Mr. Dash and Jay-Z was public and was as public, honey, as it was personal, rooted, y'all, in both business disputes and clashing personalities. Now, as a Rockefeller Records grew into a major label, y'all, much tension, y'all, over the ownership stakes, creative direction, and management decision began to strain their partnership, y'all. Now, over time, their friendship deteriorated, y'all, alongside their professional collaboration. Now, more recently, Damon Dash clarified, y'all, whether he ever tried to romantically pursue Beyonce while she was married to Jay-Z, and here's what Mr. Dash said.
Is there any truth to you trying to talk to Beyonce while she was with Jay?
Nah. I would never try to talk to another man's wife. Before that I ran into it once, and I think I had got a number at this Victoria's Secret show. But to me, she was like a little girl. So I was going after Giselle, I wasn't going it was like Giselle, everybody. Naomi Campbell was a lot of people that she hadn't realized the potential yet.
Isn't that beautiful? She didn't realize her potential at that time, y'all. But, honey, it's so much going on with Jay-Z and Damon Dash. And, I remember at the time when they were both good friends and, honey, both doing Rockefeller, when a lot of people was wearing Rockefeller and carrying on and stuff like that. But now it's also being reported, y'all, that Jay-Z, honey, according to Damon Dash, honey, Jay-Z really wanted to date Aaliyah. When Damon was dating Aaliyah, honey, he said that, it's being reported, y'all, that rumors about a romantic relationship between Jay-Z and Aaliyah been circulating since the 90s. And they say it was fueled by their public appearances together and speculation about their personal life. But they say, however, Aaliyah never publicly confirmed any romantic involvement, y'all, with Jay-Z. But despite, honey, they're saying Jay-Z's former business partner, Damon Dash said, has claimed that the rapper was deeply infatuated, y'all, with Aaliyah and pursued her romantically. So it's just so much going on, and Damon Dash is really starting to talk. But what really bothers me is it's amazing how these men, how heterosexual men are really starting to talk more and coming out and saying all kind of stuff, that we would have never thought that a man of their stature would even come out and say so. I mean, we're going to follow that and see how it really comes out, because I think Beyonce and Damon Dash would have made a great couple. You don't think?
No, don't do that. No.
Well, yeah,
No.
Well, I think so. But Damon went on ahead and married Rachel Roy, which Rachel Roy is a beautiful woman and what have you and stuff, though. But, it's just something that we just got to keep lifted up in prayer, honey, because I just hate when these men, honey, act like that, because that's something that, they would say the queens would do, but these men are acting very queenish in the 20th century. So we're going to keep them lifted up in prayer and hopefully and prayerfully that all resolve. And Jay-Z help Damon Dash out and give him some money, help him out with all this bankruptcy stuff that he's going through, because that was and is his friend. So he needs to do the right thing. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Memphis Bleek is speaking out, y'all. That he said that he wants Chris Brown, honey, to finally be let off the hook for his infamous domestic violence incident involving the beautiful Rihanna. Now, he's saying, y'all, that, he did a recent interview, y'all, with Shannon Sharp, and they're saying that Memphis said that people continue to reference the situation even though both parties have moved on with their lives and stuff. He said, quote, "If we live in a country that forgives, then they need to forget." He said, "Let that man live." That's the whack part about the industry that I don't like. He said, "I feel like in our culture, they hold us to a higher standard than anyone else, honey." And, okay, should they let him off the hook? I mean, because did the Bible say you forgive and you forget? Or you forgive but you don't forgive?
You're going to never forget.
Yeah.
Unless you get a hypnotist or something.
Yeah.
You definitely forgive, but you don't forget.
Yeah, so
and you can forgive. You don't have to go back to what the relationship was before you forgave. Just forgive and stay away.
Yeah,
you know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So it's a sad situation, though. But people, people ain't, like people always gonna remind you. I remember you when you ain't had nothing. Now you got something. You acting funny. So, honey, we will remind you.
Black folks good for that.
You will be reminded.
Don't forget to smile, people. I know you're busy. I know you're doing your thing. I know you're busy.
That part.
Don't forget to smile, people. I know you're busy. Didn't mean to bother you.
Yes,
and then when they be saying it, they like to flick their hand, like flicking you away like you're a fly or something. I know you're busy. Know you're doing your thing. Didn't mean to bother you. I was just speaking. Lady at the fair. Lady at the fair. I was just speaking to you. I didn't mean to bother you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Then walked up already offended. I ain't even get a chance to speak back. They mean to bother you. I know you're busy doing your thing. What riding the Ferris wheel? I know you're doing your thing. You're busy. Didn't mean to bother you. Didn't mean to bother you.
Shut up.
Yes, Lord. Yes, honey. So you will be reminded. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. Yes. The color today, y'all, is Olive. On the eye, you say Olive, and on the lawn, just say beautiful green. That's your first day fall color, honey.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary with the T. Good morning there, Gary.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Tina Knowles, honey, the beautiful mother of Beyonce and Solange, honey, is opening up, y'all, about her granddaughter, little Blue Ivy's future and whether she'll follow, y'all, in Beyonce's footsteps. Now, they're saying that Tina Knowles, honey, doesn't know what's in store for little Blue Ivy's future. They're saying that the author and entrepreneur admitted that she isn't sure whether her granddaughter will follow in her parents' footsteps and release music. Now, this line of questioning, y'all, comes after the 13-year-old took part, honey, in Beyonce's recent Cowboy Carter tour, dancing alongside her mother on stage for nearly the entire show. Now, Miss Tina said, quote, "I don't know, honey, if that's her passion," Miss Knowles told people at the Elizabeth Taylor Night of Compassion recently. Now, the 71-year-old, honey, went on to say that when she was younger, she had dozens of nieces and nephews who seemed good at everything, admitted that she wasn't good at many things. Now, honey, she counts her granddaughter among the talented ones. She said, quote, she can do so many things, Knowles said of little Blue Ivy. She can paint. She writes poetry. Anything she puts her mind to do, honey, she's good at it. She said, I don't know, honey, what she's going to do. I think she would be great at music, honey, and she said she would kill it. But I don't think that that's her passion, she admitted, y'all. Isn't that touching, y'all? And she said, of course, the fans, y'all, of the Carter clan already know, y'all, that the teen has dabbled, honey, in music industry, performing on Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour and joining her as a dancer, y'all, for the NFL Christmas Day halftime show. Her vocals were also included on 2019's Brown Skin, y'all. So, isn't it something? I think Blue Ivy should do what she wants. I think she should be a beautician, just like her grandmother.
Why would she want to? Who said she wants to do that?
Who said she want to do music?
She's working a hair salon somewhere.
Tina knows on the many hair shops in Houston,
music.
honey.
She apparently loves music, Gary. She be dancing, and she probably wanted to be on her mom's project, so she put her on there because she wanted to, so I think she does have some type of love for music.
I don't know, but they say Blue Ivy is an artist, honey. The Grammy Award winner said of her daughter in 2024, she has great taste in music and fashion. Now, she is a fantastic editor, painter, and actress. She has been creating characters since she was 3 years old, and she's a natural. But I did not want Blue on stage. Blue wanted it for herself.
See?
That's what her mama said. But
well, that means she loved it if she wanted it for herself.
I don't know.
I mean, if you saw her on stage, she loves it. I mean,
she
that little
does,
girl
yeah.
can dance.
She gives it.
I see basketball players on the damn basketball court, but they want to be seamstress and they want to do other things. So just because,
Gary, I'm with you. I think she should open up a nice little salon with about 5 chairs and have a little.
Think about it, though.
Not if that's not what she wants to do. They're going to let her try everything she likes, and then she'll fall into something that she really loves and stick with it.
French waves and push waves and French rolls and all that.
Well, think about this, Special K and Rock T in particular. Would y'all want y'all sons to be infamous comedians and sports reporters?
If they wanted to be.
If they wanted to, absolutely.
Anything my son want to be that don't involve him,
If my kids came to me and say, hey, this is what I want to do, as long as it's legal, all right, let's go. As a father, I'm going to do my best to put them in a position to win.
Well, and I even say if it's illegal, if I can make some money out of it, he can do that too.
Really? Oh my God!
I don't want to kill his dream.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's just I think you should let your kids be whatever they want to be, because when they be whatever they want to be, honey, they'll be good at it. But look like to me, I feel like sometimes that Blue Ivy was forced, honey. I mean,
She looks happy on stage. She looks so happy on stage.
Yeah.
You look like a natural.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, after practice, you would look natural too. But anyway, I mean, congratulations. I mean, Brad, would you want True to, could he be whatever he wanted to be?
He absolutely can.
Yeah, well, I want my kids to be just like me if I had some, so I think they would be great at it.
In what way?
Always.
You want them to be entertainment reporters?
Yeah.
What you want them to do?
They could be entertainment reporters. They could be, honey. The sky is the limit.
Okay.
Well, we know that'll never happen.
All right.
So the sky is the limit. But anyway,
But first you got to handle business to get some kids.
Yeah. What are we talking
Zero
about
chance
here?
of that happening.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
You know how that whole thing works?
What?
The whole kid creation
It
process.
could be the Immaculate Conception too.
It would have to be.
Y'all blasphemous. I'm not going to be a part of it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Anyway, congratulations, honey, to Blue and the Carter family. Now, everybody's still talking about Ciara, honey, and her wonderful husband. They hating them. They're saying, y'all, is Ciara really taller than Russell Wilson, honey? I mean, they look like they're about the same height.
Who cares?
I know, girl. People making a big thing about it, honey. Because they said taller women and shorter men. I think they make a great couple, honey. A great pair. Because it's good that the woman could look down to the man. Women need to look down to men more instead of men looking up to other people and stuff like that. So if Ciara's a little taller, congratulations to her, and girl, do what you got to do, honey, and make your marriage continue to work, honey, because she did pray, and honey, things worked it out for her. So congratulations, Ciara, and her height. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is cocoa. On the high end, you say cocoa, and this is another fall color, y'all. On the high end, you say cocoa, and on the low end, you say beautiful brown. Another beautiful fall color, honey.
There it is. Y'all give it up for Gary with the two.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
6 minutes after the top of the hour. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Baby, Miss Beyonce, honey, is back in the news on her husband. And they're saying, y'all, that Beyonce's fandom beehive, baby, roasted their former idol and her rapper husband, Jay-Z, in a angry post online recently. They said it all started out when Beyonce and Jay-Z hosted a casino charity event and sat at the same table, baby, with Miss Ivanka Trump and her business mogul husband, Mr. Jared Kushner. Now, Beyonce and Jay-Z, y'all, they say may have thought that it was a flex to the poor people, baby, to sit at the same table with the U.S. president's daughter. Now, some of the Beehive members said that the former power couple sat with the Kushners, honey, to sway a New York advisory board to approve a gambling license for Jay-Z's casino, y'all, in Times Square, which we talked about the other day. Now, they're saying that the timing was suspicious. The charity event occurred, honey, they said it occurred, a few days before the all-important vote was held. But the advisory board, y'all, voted down, honey, the gambling license, and Jay-Z lost his bid, baby, to build a casino in Times Square. Now, the reason they said in the photo, you can see Jay-Z, y'all, on the far left, and Miss Beyonce wearing a beautiful new blonde wig, honey. Now, the Kushners were seated, y'all, with their backs to the cameras or whatever, but according to Ryan with Snitch, they're saying that the Beehive expressed their outrage, honey. Their outrage loud and clear on social media. Now, many former fans called them traitors. One person wrote, Beyonce, how are you singing, voting, honey, out 45, and then turn around and sit at the same table as his offspring, shaking my head. And another person put at Beyonce, you need to explain, because WDF, honey. And a third person's comment, very disappointed in their decision to sit at that doggone table, y'all. Oh, my God. How could Beyonce them do that?
It's a bad look.
It's not a good look at all, baby.
Oh, my. I get what they were doing, but I don't like it.
Nah, it's a bad
yes,
look.
baby. But, you know, they need the money. They say, honey, they say after all this and all of your years, honey, you couldn't change seats, Beyonce?
Right.
Oh, my God. And somebody said, girl, honey, what you mean, honey, you were seated with the enemy? So, I mean, but don't rich people have the right to do what they want? She can sit where she wants and do what she wants to do.
What you want to do. That don't mean that's a good optics.
Yeah. Oh, I feel so
the
bad.
optics are bad for that, because you proclaim to be all about this one thing, but then, when it's all said and done, you got no problem, sitting with the oppressors.
And breaking bread with them, like, nah.
Yeah. Yes, Lord.
Ha-ha and Kiki and all that.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh, my God. Well, honey, hopefully and prayerfully that things get better. I mean, it's sad that Jay-Z couldn't get his casino thing voted on, because I think he would have made a good thing for Times Square to brought more Africans in America to Times Square in New York and stuff. So
you make sure you let Jay-Z and Beyonce know that I don't like it. Once they hear that.
Right.
Okay.
Tell them, Kate. Tell them.
Okay. Okay, Rock. Once they hear that I'm not pleased.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Honey, well, we're going to see. And they do know who you are, huh? Yes, Lord. Well, anyway, we're going to keep Beyonce them lifted up in our prayer, because, honey, you do have the right to sit and eat and break bread with who you want to, honey. And especially when you have unlimited coins, honey. Forget the people that got you to where you are, honey, that don't have, honey, that make less than $10,000, $12,000 a year, honey, and what have you. So, but they did what they had to do, child. All right, moving on in other celebrity news. Issa Rae says, y'all, that Los Angeles isn't a good dating city, honey. She admit romanticizing it, y'all, for Insecure. But a lot of people saying, honey, she admitted, but I mean, but some people say that Los Angeles is a good place to, to date and whatever. You get, if you're a woman, could go out and find a rich man, that has unlimited coins or what have you. And some people say that about Atlanta. Atlanta's not a good place to date, but I mean, the queens and all the other girls and everybody, they could date and find whatever they want to date. So I think, that's that's something that needs to, the jury is still out on all that, honey, because we love these cities, Los Angeles and Atlanta and stuff. So you could go ahead and date and do what you want to do, child. So, honey, you just haven't found the right person yet. So that means you're not looking in the right places, honey. But anyway, my quick for free story, y'all, during the recent live chat, honey, on X, baby, Miss Cardi clarified, y'all, that she's legally, hear what I'm saying, legally separated from Offset, and the only reason their divorce hasn't been finalized is because someone wants to hold her hostage. Now, while she didn't directly name her husband of 7 years, Cardi suggested that Offset's #divorce demands include having her to pay his taxes and hand over one of her beautiful properties, 2 things that she's ready to fight for. She also said, y'all, that the separation hasn't affected her children, honey, lives, emphasizing that their schedules remain unchanged, honey. And I think, whoever have the most money should pay the tax and should give a person. I think if you got 5 houses, you should, do 2.5 each. I mean, who needs 3 houses and the other person have 2? So you should split 1.5. I could have one in the summertime. You could have one in the wintertime. And so wouldn't you do something like that, especially with all your coins? If you had that kind of money?
Most definitely.
So, I mean, I think that would be a good thing. So
got to work out the most amicable solution.
That's right. So I think, when we going through divorces like that, especially when you were once in love, I mean, you should think about the day that you were once in love and go back to that day and say, you know what, I'm going to do the right thing, honey, and I'm going to help you pay your taxes, and I'm going to help you out with properties and stuff like that.
I think a lot of times people just be so in their feelings, they want to do things out of spite, and you want to see the other person suffer.
Yeah.
Making them decisions being emotional.
Yeah, and I think you just take a day and just step out of the picture and think about it and then go back to it, and then you could, we're going to do this in separate. Or wouldn't you do that, Brad? When you separate, I mean, if you're going to do something, you would do it equally because they said we were equally yoked. Thank you. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite color. My color today, y'all, is cocoa. On the high end, you say cocoa, and on the low end, you say beautiful brown. For more tea like that, you can go to RickeySpiderMarshall.com and follow me at Gary WD.
Looks could kill you. Will be meeting Jesus right now.
Smart answer, Brad. Smart answer.
He gave him a look like,
That was a look of love.
Yeah, right.
man.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, the MTO is saying, y'all, that they just recently got their hands on some exclusive behind-the-scenes tea, y'all, baby, on the ongoing Cardi B and Offset split, y'all. Now, it's saying, I want us to pray for both parties, y'all, to both of them. Now, according to a person, y'all, close to the situation, they're saying, y'all, that Offset is only demanding nearly $20 million from Cardi B if she wants a divorce. And he's got a detailed list, y'all, of what he says that she owes. Now, Offset reportedly believes that during their beautiful marriage, Cardi lived free off of him, and now that the two have separated, he claims, y'all, that she's trying to grab all the assets while leaving him, y'all, with all the debt, and that's a very sad situation. Now, his demand totals, he's only asking for, y'all, $20 million, and that figure includes, y'all, the couple's fully paid off $10 million Atlanta mansion, $2 million in cash to cover the IRS debt. He says that Cardi also owes and roughly $8 million in additional cash and stocks. Now, Offset is also pointing y'all to the couple's tax problem as part of his demand. Now, in April of 2025, the IRS hit the couple with a federal lien for more than $1.5 million tied to their 2021 tax year. Now, the following month, the Georgia Department of Revenue filed a state lien for only $167,000, which grew, y'all, to nearly $294,000 once penalties and interest were added. Together, the two liens totaled nearly $1.9 million, y'all. Offset position, y'all, is that Cardi should help, honey, shoulder the financial burden instead of leaving him responsible, y'all, for cleaning up the mess alone. And I think, they should help.
Wait a minute, now how much he's asking her for?
He just want 20.
Just.
Yeah, but I mean, she's filthy rich.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
But he broke it down. But you heard what I said. He broke it down, and he said they'll tax like $1.5 million.
Now the tax thing, everybody going in and negotiating and figuring the tax thing out. That's one thing. But what's the other $8 million for?
But did he help her make money? No, I'm just asking the question because I read somewhere that he said that he wrote some of her music when she was first.
Well, you would get that through the music company, right?
Like
you would get that in royalties if you did that. You would get your money back in your royalties that you get twice a year. You get 2 royalty checks a year.
So that ain't nothing that got to do with her writing. Giving him money.
This is taxes and all this other stuff.
But he But what the part you said about alimony part?
No, well, he just want $8 million, and money, I guess, to pay off other stuff though. But I mean, but she has a lot. But my thing is this now. This is totally.
But don't he got money?
Yeah, he has money, but I'm sure she probably have a little bit more.
Do they both have attorneys to work through all of this and to go through the forensic?
I'm sure.
Like he needs a forensic accountant, or she needs a forensic accountant to go through and really figure that out.
Well, I'm sure
you
they're
can't just
gonna
throw a
both
number
have
out
them
there
because she's not gonna let them just come in.
Yeah,
and
you
take
can't just throw a number out there. But
figure the house out, figure the taxes out, and everybody go their separate ways or whatever. But as a man, that's still a performing artist, and you have money. You don't just ask for extra money for yourself from a female. That's just me.
And she's got your kids.
Yeah, well, I know this is totally different. But when one of my brothers was going through a divorce, I specifically told him, just give her everything and just walk away and start over. And he did it. He gave his ex-wife now everything, and he just started over. Just start over. She could give him what she needs, what he asked for, and start over.
So she asked for something else after he gave her everything?
Now, my ex-sister-in-law knows.
Okay.
My brother just give her the house, all that fighting going back and forth, honey.
It's strange.
But that's why you have attorneys and accountants to go through.
Well, you have that too. But if you don't want to go through it, just give it.
They're not emotionally involved in the situation.
Right.
Yeah, but you got to have something for yourself.
Well, he had a job. Start over.
And if they had some type of paperwork or something before the marriage,
like a prenup, why
or
not
something,
just do a prenup every time?
Then they should be able to, figure out what goes
so
where.
You wonder, did they have a prenup then?
I mean, I don't
you would
know.
think if they wouldn't be fighting like that, but honey, y'all just walk all that fighting, honey, just here, go.
But if they
it ain't that simple when you're dealing with multi-millions
and make all this money and work your ass off. You just don't give everything.
It ain't that simple.
You make sure that she have a place to live and have something to drive, and the kids are taken care of, and you have a place to live and something to drive because the kids coming to stay with you too.
Yeah, that's what they did.
The kids gonna leave a mansion and go and sleep on an air mattress because you gave her everything.
Well, I mean, in that case, though, these people are rich. So, I mean, I'm sure Austin has a mansion or somewhere they can go live there.
Versus multi-thousands.
Yeah. But anyway, I wouldn't be going through all of here. Just take the damn house and I'll just start it because I don't want to deal with you.
Right.
I don't want to argue and go back and all that fighting and stuff. And they had a kid together, so when the kid got a place there because you gave the house.
Okay.
They have more than one kid.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they have more than one. So
they got three.
But we're going to keep our parties lifted up in prayer, honey. Hopefully it'll be okay, y'all. All right, moving on while we pray, y'all. Let's continue to pray for Meek Mill. Did y'all hear the sad news? Oh, Rickey, was so sad, y'all. Meek Mill is reporting, y'all, that he claims, y'all, that the cemetery can't find his dead body. Now, they're saying, y'all, he revealed, y'all, that he's considering taking legal action against the cemetery that housed the body of his late father. Now, he said, quote, so many dead bodies, they can't find my dead in the graveyard. He wrote, tagging somebody on social media. He said, they really can't find my dead in the graveyard because asking, he said he wanted to know if there's a lawsuit. Somebody said so many dead bodies back, and they said, yes, if the cemetery lost your dad's remains due to negligence, you might have grounds for a lawsuit like emotional distress or breach of contract. And that's what the laws in Philadelphia suggest.
That's a lot of cemeteries messed up like that. Got folks headstones and stuff messed up. These cemeteries or whatever. Like sometimes, man, you have to, I forgot what you call them, decommit bodies and take them up to another cemetery that's decent. You just can't put your loved one in a cheap piece of crap cemetery.
Yeah.
The road tractors and trailers and trucks all over your stone broken and all that
crack
kind of
all the
stuff.
headstones. Everything. Well, Meek said, quote, he said, my dad died back in 1992 during a robbery. He said, that made me want to get rich. He said, that was the get back. The person who killed my dad is probably 60, talking about dead people don't hurt. Meek tweeted, he said, in his Amazon documentary, Free Meek, he stated, the memories are so old you don't know if it's a dream or a memory at this point. The main thing I remember is at his funeral, my aunt told me, tell your dad goodbye. You're never going to see him again. He said, that stuck with me all up until today. He said, life still goes on. Nothing stops when somebody dies. Things keep going. Unquote. Yeah. Well, how do you lose a body? I mean, maybe if you don't put a headstone on the body.
They lose the paperwork on the inside and don't remember where the body is buried and stuff, that whatever. And they got them old papers, because I went to a cemetery and they had the old papers and stuff. It ain't on computer. I went to a cemetery, they have all that stuff marked on computer. On the computer or whatever, but the one that got them old books and whatever, imagine the people died in the 1930s and it's written, everything is written, and they got to go and pull something off a shelf and the pages stuck together and all that kind of stuff. People don't be knowing where they loved
That's why I say every time I go home, I said I'm supposed to go to the cemetery to make sure, because my dad left me and my brother a grave, so I make sure, honey, they still had that plot there, honey, because something happened.
Y'all get on Gary with the team. He gonna hunt all us out, baby.
That's right, baby.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick's Morning Morning Show, 7 minutes after the hour. Gary has a tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, everybody recalled the song Anita Baker wrote, I Apologize. Such a beautiful song, honey. She wrote it, and I'm still hearing that right now in my head. But one artist is saying, honey, I ain't apologizing, honey. And y'all just have to get over it. Who am I talking about? Miss Kelly Price, honey. Kelly Price said, I won't apologize for having an opinion. I won't apologize for having a voice, and I will not apologize for expressing, honey, if I feel hurt, honey. She told it to her followers.
That's right.
Now, if y'all don't recall, Kelly Price faced backlash after her recent anti-black woman rant, but they said the singer said that's not, honey, that says that she's not backing down and is entitled to her opinion. Now, she did, however, regret all of her cursing, she said in the video. She said, I do regret that, honey. She said, the biggest regret I do have, honey, about that were some of my choice words. She said, it's not because anybody shamed me. She said, but it's because, honey, if I had to say the exact same thing in the exact same way in front of my grandmother, honey, I wouldn't be able to do it. She went on and continued about it. She said, earlier this month, they say Price, honey, hit back at black women, y'all, who says that she have been nothing but negative to her online. Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet Earth. The things, y'all, that you say about other black women, but, honey, you're an activist. She said, and, honey, you are educated. You find yourself, but because, honey, a degree does not give you class. She declared that. And that was from Kelly Price.
Well, I'll tell you what, she didn't wake up off the side of her bed and just felt that way. That's a reaction to something that happened to her by a certain demographic of human being that happened to her. Mm-hmm. That happened to her, and she looking at who's saying it and who it's by. Or whether she ain't saying that all black women that way. And it's a certain demographic of human being that all of us avoid to stay out of mess and pettiness and all that kind of stuff. We look online and see who making the comments, and then we say, okay, it's mostly this demographic of people that's saying stuff like this, and that's why she felt that way. It's a reaction.
Yeah, well, I mean, apologize. No, they say it doesn't cost much to the black women, just those who took offense to
the ones who said it,
or the ones who took offense to it.
She's not talking about the ones that didn't say it. She's talking about the ones that come in her comments and talk about the way she dressed and the way she this and judging her. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah, but Anita Baker said in her song, I apologize. Baby, believe me, I do.
Anita Baker didn't write that song about the Kelly Price situation, though.
Well, yeah, but Kelly should have took a page from Anita's book, Brad, and
that's a song.
Anita is singing to her lover or whoever she made the song for. It's not singing to these women that said something to Kelly Price.
So you agree with Kelly?
Do I agree with Kelly? What?
About the black women?
If somebody got something to say to me and I want to say something back, that's my prerogative. I have the right to do that. So if that's what Kelly felt like doing, that's what Kelly did.
Well, I'm sorry. I want to see Jesus' face, so I'm apologizing to everybody if I offended them or said something.
But you say something about somebody every day, so you're going to apologize every day like Anita Baker?
Yeah, before you get to heaven, they say, as long as you repent.
But what if you keep doing the same thing like you do?
They say you repent 1,000,000 times a day as long as you
pray
repent.
every night or every day you get off the air.
But if you have to keep doing it, that means you don't mean it.
Well, that means you just forget. And
you forget.
Moving on, honey, in other celebrity news, y'all. Oh, my God, Rickey, your friend, Shaquille O'Neal, baby, the internet roasted the NBA legend, honey, for taking a photo, honey, with influencer Sophia Rain sitting on his lap at her 21st birthday party. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Sophia reportedly hired Shaq 53 to DJ, honey, her party in Las Vegas. They said she shared the photo on X along with the caption, look who I ran into for my birthday. And, honey, people went in, honey. They said years ago, rumors spread that, Shaq sliding in the DMs of women young enough to be his granddaughters. Now, in 2023, they say the former Home Depot employee, Miss Ariana Josephine, quit her job after Shaq, honey, went to her workplace looking for her. Now, they say Ariana went viral after posting a mirror selfie wearing a Home Depot smock. In the caption, she complained that people thought that she was too pretty to work at Home Depot. Y'all, isn't that touching? And they said Shaq agreed, and he slid into her DM, baby, to offer words of encouragement and to possibly ask her for her phone number. Ariana, who was raised in a devout Christian household, politely rejected Shaq's advances, y'all. Now, they said Shaq shared a video that showed him heading to the Home Depot to find Ariana. And they said, baby, this girl, they said she quit her job.
Everybody get rejected.
Yeah, but they said this girl quit her job.
Shoot they shot.
She quit her job
because
she
was
quit her
worried
job.
about Shaq.
They said she quit her job. She was terrified that Shaq was coming up there, I guess. So,
Please stop.
You know what?
I'm just saying, I'm pretty.
I mean, please stop.
It ain't like he could sneak in there.
Yeah, what did she think he was going to do?
Yeah, but I mean, at first, honey, that girl was afraid. You just never know, honey.
Gary!
Yes, honey.
Oh, Lord.
So Shaq came in there like King Kong.
Some honey,
And
like
she was a
Superman,
little
honey.
white woman.
That's right, honey.
And he stuck his hand in the one and tried to grab her.
Do something, baby. And this girl was terrified, honey. She quit immediately, honey.
You know what?
She was terrified.
She was terrified, honey. She said she quit her job. So, honey, when you quit your
Shaq is
job,
one of
honey.
the nicest, most sweetest
So
people
nice.
in the world. Whatever.
So Shaq done walked up in Home Depot like King
Yes,
Kong and
honey.
put a hole in the roof and reached in there and
Baby.
grabbed the woman.
That's right, honey. And took her away. That girl said, I got to quit. They
And
said she went.
what she was saying, Rock T? Kong.
Yes, honey. So, honey, I don't blame that girl, honey. She immediately left, honey. So they said she quit, honey. I don't know if she went to Lowe's or not, but honey, she left Home Depot, baby.
She went to Pikes.
She went to one of them, baby, but this girl exit stage left, honey. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, honey, is a beautiful color, honey. It's whipped cream. On the high end, you say whipped cream, and on the low end, you say beautiful tan. That's a color for today. I want her to come here and make me quit my job.
Nobody. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team. Who brought?
Nobody.
Who brought?
Nobody.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, Rick's about the morning show. 6 minutes after the hour. T and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Cardi B is in the news, honey. This girl in the news every day, honey. And I just don't know, baby. Miss Cardi B, she be saying some things, honey. I'm like, girl, honey. But she and JT, y'all, from the City Girls, they had a battle on social media over, this is so interesting, y'all, over whose man is more effeminate. Now, Cardi B dissed JT, honey, and Lil Uzi Vert on her track Magnet, honey, on her Am I the Drama album. Now, Cardi B referred to JT as shady and trash and so many other things, honey, on that track. Now, people are saying, Cardi B, girl, come on, child, you're a pregnant woman, honey. Just calm down because you don't want to stress the baby because when you go to all that kind of talk and stress like that, that's not good for the child. But they're saying that JT defended Lil Uzi Vert's femininity and his habits of wearing women handbags. Now, she wrote in a post on X, yes, honey, my man does this, honey. Mind his business, works hard, take care of his family, inspired his generation, and doesn't snatch butt. His style is what made him Lil Uzi. We are talking about Chris right now. Focus. That's what she said, honey. And then, honey, they went on to say, JT reposted an interview, y'all, with Chris Blake Griffin, a stylist, y'all, who accused Cardi's current baby daddy, Stephon Diggs, of sexual assault and attempted murder. Now, she captioned the video, "This is messy, nut, and sad. Gay men should be protected. I feel like this isn't being taken seriously enough, honey." And then they went on and on. But Uzi Vert was carrying a nice Go-Yard bag, though. At least it was an expensive bag. I mean, I don't know what's the big deal. But I don't understand, honey. But then they put in another post, she wrote, Cardi B baby father, a gay man, not because of how he dresses or expresses himself, but because Chris said it out of his mouth. Justice for Chris. I stand with the gays, honey. And Cardi B defended her, man. She said Chris lied because he was caught stealing.
Huh?
Because he was caught stealing.
Who is Chris?
Who is Chris Taylor?
You sound like somebody's grandmother.
He's some random man that's accusing Stephon Diggs of drugging him and doing things to him.
Lord have mercy. But why do rich people act like that? These people are rich, and they acting a fool
Poor
like that.
people
I
do
mean,
it too. It just don't be in the news.
Right?
Do what, Ricky?
And poor people do it too. It just don't make the news.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true too. I guess so, honey. But I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, they acting like that, honey. And I'm like, with all this doggone money, here people, honey, drugs and crime spreading on the street. Hell, people can't get enough to eat, and they doing.
You got that from a Marvin Gaye song, right?
Janet
It did
Jackson.
sound familiar.
Yeah.
It was Janet Jackson to be exact.
Yeah, I knew it was one on Janet Jackson. Marvin Gaye, something done. Don't be up here. What's the word when you steal somebody's script?
Is that plagiarizing?
Plagiarizing. They're going to put you in jail.
Nah. Moving on, honey. Another celebrity, they say Jonathan Major, he's seemingly hinting y'all at a Marvel return after being dropped by Disney following that domestic violence situation. They are giving this man the blues. I tell you that, honey. Now, they say Jonathan Majors, who was dismissed from Marvel Studios back in December, 23, following a conviction of misdemeanor assault and harassment involving his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari, has seemingly hinted at a potential return, to the MCU, which would be nice. During a recent appearance, at the Daytime Beauty Awards, Majors, accomplished by his beautiful wife, Miss Megan Good, responded with a smile when asked by the U.S. Sun about reprising his role as Kang the Conqueror. Not shuffling down the chances of a return. He did say, I cannot say anything about that. Isn't that
he
sad?
killed that role. I mean, he's so good in it. Yeah. He's amazing in that role.
If he didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? He's been found innocent and everything is clear. Why shouldn't he return to his role? Why did they do him like that?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but Ricky, but did people protest for him like they did for Jimmy Kimmel? See, they protest for Jimmy Kimmel, honey.
Yeah,
to get his job back. But
he had people, but nobody. You're right. Nobody protested for him.
But Jimmy Kimmel wasn't accused of assault, so it's different.
Well, yeah, I guess, but. Yeah, well, and then too maybe because, honey, he happened to hit a white woman, and black men can't hit white women this year. So
this year,
this year. Wow.
So, so that's probably what the situation was. And then my quick free story, y'all. Congratulations goes out to Mackenzie Basil Scott. Did y'all hear what she did? She donated $70 million to HBCUs. And a lot of people saying, what happened to Oprah and all those other billionaires that didn't do it? But honey,
Oprah donate money now.
Yeah, but Miss McKenzie donated a little bit more. So
$70 million.
Yes,
she been doing that for a while now.
They say, honey, she hates Scott Bezos so much, honey. I'm giving all your money to the blacks, honey, and that's what she's been doing. So
Scott Bezos.
Trump has cut funding for HBCUs, so
good for
I'm
her.
Sure they appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
Oh, yes, they do, honey. All that Amazon money, baby, going right back, honey, to where it came from, honey, to the African in America. So congratulations, honey, to Miss McKenzie. We like her. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Byzantine. On the high end, you say Byzantine, and on the low end, you say beautiful magenta. That's your color for today.
Sound like something you put on an open sore. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. Byzantine. Mercuricone. Peroxide. You read one of your prescriptions and it came up here and made that the color of the day. Went in that damn medicine cabinet. All right, y'all.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky the Prayer Warriors are being solicited, y'all, for R&B singer Mario, y'all. And I'm feeling real bad for Mario, but he's really sad, honey. He said, y'all, that he is tired of the accusation, y'all, that he doesn't like black women, honey, and it's a sad thing, y'all. Mario said enough is enough, y'all. Now, he's speaking out because, people were saying, that he does not like black women. The R&B singer, honey, he recently spoke out against brewing rumors, y'all, that he doesn't like black women. He said, taking to his Instagram story to shut the claim down, he wrote, quote, "I'm so tired of the black women slander in the comments about how I don't like black women and how black women aren't loved." And he said, if you're making these comments, hashtag Mario continue, I'm convinced that you have a problem with black women, unquote. Isn't that something, y'all, that this man have to go out?
Well, why would they say he don't like black women?
Because he just recently married a non-black woman, and then, they say it's just like, I guess every time they see him, he's with non-black women and stuff. So now he's really speaking out regarding this and stuff, that, people saying that he don't like black women, but he does like them, he just don't marry them.
Gary.
Yeah, well, that's what it seemed like.
I heard it.
But, but it's sad, though, yeah. But, hell, there's a lot of them other ones need to be out there screaming at then, honey, because, all what I've been reporting lately, the Shannon Sharps and all the other people and stuff, people saying they don't like black women because black women just not getting a chance, and they work real hard. They get educated, honey. They do things. They have babies for these men, and the men don't marry them. Then they go marry somebody else that's of non-African American descent. So people are getting tired of this. So now more people are speaking out regarding this when they see these men of African descent that decide not to marry women of color. So we just got to keep him lifted up in prayer because he's upset about it, and he's tired of people saying it to him because it may be affecting his career. So, and once black women get tired, honey, they take their dollars back and put them elsewhere. So
when a woman's fed up,
there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it.
Nothing. So let's continue to keep all parties men that decide not to marry women of color in our prayers, honey, and hopefully and prayerfully that it's going to be a brighter day.
A special prayer for them.
Yes, a special. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Mariah Carey, baby. Oh, I love Mariah Carey. Brad, calm yourself down. Mariah Carey is back, honey, and she is speaking out. They say, honey, Mariah Carey is tight-lipped, honey, when it comes to the men of her past and of her present, honey. This girl did a sit-down with Gayle King the other day, and, she chatted about her life and her soon-to-be released Here, what's the title of it? Here for It All album, honey. And Mariah praised y'all, Mr. Anderson .Paak, for his contributions to the project. Now, the two are rumored to be in a private relationship. While she didn't confirm or deny, honey, where they stand romantically, Mariah did share that they're in a whole hand-holding club. Isn't that nice? Are y'all familiar with a hand-holding club?
What's that?
That's when you just hold hands, and I guess you do Bible verses and, stuff like that, which I think more people should be in a hand-holding club because, honey, if we were like that, it would be less kids. What'd you say, Rickey?
Never mind. I'm sorry. I thought about this joke that Right Here told me yesterday. Never. It's rude. I apologize. That was a bad mistake.
It was definitely a bad mistake. But anyway, now when, honey, her ex-husband Nick Cannon was brought up regarding how they co-parent their twin teens, this is what Miss Mariah said.
Did you reach out to him? Did he reach out to you?
I reached out to him.
Why him?
He's brilliant.
Well, that's a good reason.
He's really a great artist.
Now there are pictures of you all holding hands. Is this just a...
He just likes to hold my hand. He just grabs my hand. I don't know what he's doing.
Listen, I think holding hands is very nice. You and your two children and how you navigate, because you're a co-parent with Nick Cannon, how you navigate co-parenting when his life is so public.
I kind of feel like it's best if I don't talk about him because he can just be in his own world. Mm-hmm. No offense to him.
Oh, I felt bad for Nick. She don't even want to talk about him.
Why?
I mean,
what do you
Brad,
want her
why
to
she don't
say?
want to talk about Nick? Huh?
That was very respectful what she said.
Right.
She said she don't talk about him. She let him just live his life.
Yeah, but he's the father of her twins.
Yeah,
It's
Dom,
okay.
you got to
She's
talk
promoting
about
her album. She don't have to talk about him.
Yeah.
And she said no offense.
Yeah, she'll answer whatever question she feel comfortable answering, and that's that.
Oh, well, I just feel so bad for poor Nick.
What do you expect her to say, Gary?
Well, she's supposed to say Nick is a loving man. He's the father of my beautiful twins, and we all love one another. We live in separate lives, but I love Nick, and my kids love their father.
Why would she say all of that when they talking to her about herself and her project and stuff like that?
I don't know.
She said she would prefer to not discuss him because sometimes he'd be in his own little world. There's nothing wrong with that. And she said, respectively.
Yeah, I just feel bad. I think she should have at least said something nice instead of something like that. But she said what she said and stuff. And, but she talked about Mr. Paak. She said they hold hands and stuff. So, but anyway, congratulations,
That's a
Mariah.
bond. That's a bond. They hold a hand for the kids.
Yeah.
No. The Anderson .Paak likes to grab her hand.
Uh-huh.
Not Nick. That first part was about Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
Some people are just hand holders.
Yeah, he likes to just grab her hand all the time when they walking and stuff like that.
That's
That's
affectionate. That's a sign of affection, I guess, when you hold somebody's hand.
I don't know. You have to ask them.
Yeah. Who made the song? I want to hold your hand.
The Beatles. That's the Beatles, man.
That wasn't the Beatles.
Yes, it was.
But it was a black person too, Lakeside. I'm doing the Lakeside version.
Yeah, but
we didn't know what version that was. Right.
You did the
Asian version.
Right.
Oh, excuse me, honey, for all you pros with y'all singing. All right, the color today, then, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Byzantine. On the high end, you say Byzantine, and on the low end, you say beautiful magenta. That's your color for today. For more tea and more, go to RickySmileyMorningshow.com and follow me at Gary WDTEA for more delicious.
That sound like an ointment for a sexually transmitted disease. You just you know when in your medicine cabinet and came out with the color. And what's and on the low end is what?
It's magenta.
WTEASTD.
Something you need to tell us, Gary?
It's a long story, honey, off the air.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the T and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday. A beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood, y'all. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Serena Williams, y'all, is speaking out, and a lot of people are listening to what she had to say. Now, Miss Williams said, honey, you know, she spoke out after she found, Ricky, y'all, a cotton plant decoration at a beautiful New York City hotel, honey. Now, Serena said it just did not feel right. She said it doesn't feel great to see cotton being used as decoration. Now, this is what she said. She said she spoke out after noticing, y'all, that decoration, and people were wondering, like, girl, but Miss Williams took to social media with a video, y'all, of the decor, a vase holding a cotton plant on a table, y'all, in the hallway, and she asked her followers for their thoughts about the display. She said, all right, everyone, how do we feel, y'all, about cotton as decoration? And then they went on to say Serena spoke out, honey, about the decoration, said it doesn't feel great at all. Now, the tennis star asked her Instagram people about it, and, you know, she examined the material from the decoration and made an uncomfortable face as she walked away, honey. So how would y'all feel? Because she said personally, for her, it doesn't feel great. Now, she said it doesn't feel great. Now, in the second post, this tennis star, you know, she spoke to the cameras and she was holding a piece of the cotton used in the decoration, and she told her viewers it feels like nail polish remover cotton. She said, and it touches, and she touched it, and she said it made her cringe. How do y'all feel about it? Because my dad is from Cottonport, Louisiana, and when we used to go to Louisiana to my grandparents' house, we had to pass the cotton fields and stuff, but I mean, I didn't, really think much about it. Did it make you feel a certain way when you see cotton or as decoration?
Yeah. My dentist has like cotton decorations. I had to find a new dentist the first time I went in there. Like, I don't like that. I don't know. For me, I don't.
It's a sensitive issue because it made black people go out and pick cotton for years, and it's a very, very sensitive issue. And to have that, why can't you have no other kind of plants?
How about flowers? Like, what? Why cotton? Cotton ain't pretty.
Yeah, it's racist to me.
Yeah, but I wonder.
And they're getting bolder and bolder. They just do what they want to do.
Yeah, and it's a high-end, I'm sure, it's a very high-end 5-star hotel in New York. So, but, but she said she didn't feel a certain kind of way, y'all. So she, asking people how do they feel about that. So we're going to see how that turns out, honey, because we love Serena, and we want to definitely hear what she had to say, what her viewers and listeners and followers had to say about that. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Kandi Burruss, honey, is speaking out. Her daughter, Riley, is speaking out. Now, the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star and her daughter, new Next Gen U NYC daughter, they laughed about Kandi's strict childhood. When she was a little girl. She said her mama made her sign a contract when she was a little girl. Riley said that her mom used to make her sign contracts as a child to keep her accountable. Now, Kandi said that the tactic worked and that Riley was an incredible good child. Now, the mom and daughter says their tight relationship was wonderful and that they loved doing the things together. Now, a lot of people said, that's training a child, what have you. But she said when she would ask her mom if she wanted an Xbox, and the mama told her, well, honey, you got to sign this contract and you got to make good grades and you have to do well on the swim team for a year. If you don't do well on the swim team, I get to take the Xbox and throw it away. So Riley said she did well, and she went on to NYU. She graduated 4 years, honey, and she did great. And now she's doing her thing as an actress and what have you. And people saying it's all good. So y'all still there? Cause y'all parents, do y'all still have y'all kids like sign contracts or make a pact where if you do well, you get this, or do you just say you're gonna do this and that's it?
Yeah, I just tell them.
Okay. I do a pact and I put it on top of the fridge so he can see it every day.
Yeah. Right.
Really?
Yeah.
So is that not like a form of child abuse? I mean,
No.
Oh.
Well, that's a stretch.
Well, you know, everything is child abuse now. I mean, if you look at the kid,
Child abuse is like, hey, you better get your ass over there.
You tell him. Oh, Lord, my mama.
That's what we grew up with.
Right.
Oh, thank you.
And it didn't kill us. Look at us.
It's true.
It didn't kill us.
Yeah, it sure didn't, honey. Like they say, how does that go? What don't hurt you, don't kill you or something.
Yeah, man, forget about their feelings. Man, say what you need to say as a parent. You don't have to be mean about it. You know, just challenge your kids to do better and do what you're supposed to do. And that's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yep. Because, I mean, train a child while he's young, and then when he grow up, he'll go,
but not depart from thee.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you, Ricky. All right, the color today is one of my favorite color. My color today is slime. On the high end, you say slime, and this is a beautiful fall color. On the high end, you say slime, and on the low, you say beautiful green. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
On the morning show, it's about that time. Gary has the T and the color today. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Miss Janice, y'all. Miss Janice Combs, the beautiful mother, y'all, of Sean Diddy Combs. You know, Ricky, she is speaking out, honey. Now, they're saying that Janice Combs, the mom of the jailed rapper Sean Diddy Combs, she penned a letter, y'all, to the judge ahead of him being sentenced, y'all, and she's pleading, y'all, for mercy. Now, in Miss Janice's letter, she admits, y'all, that her son has made some terrible mistakes, but still believes, y'all, that he should be set free from jail when he is sentenced on October the 3rd, so mark your calendars. Now, she said, quote, unfortunately, my son has made some terrible mistakes in his life, which I know he recognizes part of, you know, the letter that's what read in it. She said, quote, I will never excuse any wrongdoing committed by Sean. I was always very strict with him growing up. I appeal, y'all, to the kindness of your heart to allow my son to be able to sit at a dinner table with his family, to allow him to raise his children, and to instill in them the need to be respectful, get an education, and just be God's children with love in their hearts, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? When a mama write a letter to the judge and, you know, she says she know her child did wrong. Because, you know, a lot of parents don't admit that their kids did wrong or do wrong. And so, she said she just want her kids to sit at the table with their dad, honey, and to have a good meal and to talk about, you know, what's coming next in their lives. I think that's very sad. I'm very empathetic, you know, with Miss Janice, you know, because Sean, I mean, did he do anything but present baby oil and the stuff that they said he did? He didn't really kill nobody or do nothing. So I think the judge should just let him go. Are y'all in agreement? Because when two or more are in agreement.
Don't mix that with scripture.
Oh.
Don't do it. You're going to go to hell.
I don't know what he did. I wasn't there.
Yeah. We weren't there. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. So,
when is the hearing?
Oh, October the 3rd, Ricky, so mark your calendar.
Yeah, they'll probably let him go home, I believe.
You think?
Probably give him. What, Brett, you think they'll give him time, sir?
I don't know. It just depends on how the judge feel.
Right.
I didn't realize the judges have so much power that they, you know, it's
yes,
up to
they
them.
do.
That's why they're a judge. That's why they had that black robe and sit up on that throne.
Really?
Well, gamble.
Yeah. Well, we hope and pray that he goes, because he got those twins, honey. They went to the prom, and their daddy wasn't there. They had to dress themselves, and then he got his son Christian. That's
how many folks in jail that got kids?
They grown enough to get dressed, and they have
ain't they like 23?
And they have family, Gary. They have
he had like Puppy
they
got to get him dressed for school. He's walking to the school bus.
I'm saying they like old enough to rent cars.
Yes,
but,
they drive.
They grown women.
But they got.
What'd you say, Brett?
The child.
Yeah, I was just trying to be
talking like they wearing one.
They beautiful, Gary, and they have help. They have family. They have, you know, stylists. They have, you know, they're blessed. Yeah, they're okay.
Grandma done got tired of them children. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, the mama just wanted them home so they could.
Gary, go on to the next story.
Moving on, another celebrity news, y'all. Boxing superstar Clarissa Shields is being rumored that she may be pregnant, honey, by Remy Ma's estranged husband, Papoose. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the greatest woman boxer of all time, honey, has a brand new title on the way, and it's Mommy. According to MTO, they confirmed through multiple insights that Miss Clarissa Shields is pregnant with her first child, and the father is none other than rapper Papoose, the estranged husband, y'all, of hip-hop legend Miss Remy Ma. Now, Clarissa and Papoose, honey, have been quietly dated for about 2 years, right around the time that his message split, honey, from Remy Ma, honey, first went public. Now, while the relationship raised eyebrows at first, the two have been spotted out together at industry events and even sharing y'all flirty exchanges online. That's cute. Now, they say now the couple is taking things to the next level with a baby maybe on the way, y'all. So, I guess boxers can get pregnant. So, I mean, congratulations to Clarissa.
Yeah, she's a woman. Yeah, congratulations to her.
Yeah, so, but...
if she is.
Yeah, if she is, exactly. Because, I mean, at 2 years, that's a long time to date a person, and then, to go ahead on and have a baby. Because some people have babies right off the back, honey. I don't know how much money he has, but I know she's doing good for herself and what have you. So, if he could help out in some form or fashion with the baby, congratulations to them. So we definitely can't wait to see, honey, if this turns and be fruitionized. Is that a word?
I don't know. Okay. You be making up words, don't you? You're going to have your own dictionary in a minute.
Okay. And then my quick for free story, y'all. They're still talking about Ray J. He said he snitched to the feds, honey, about the Kardashians and stuff. He should have snitched, but he should have been snitching, Damon, when he was making those tapes with her. Now she's filthy rich, honey, and he's scuffling for money. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
He ain't scuffling for no money now.
Scuffling.
Well, he sure don't have hers. He ain't got theirs. So, honey, if you don't have their money, you're scuffling. So, honey, he could have been filthy rich and having all kind of skims and all kind of stuff out just like them, but he on the TMZ bus, honey, doing tours and stuff right now. But anyway, I love Ray J, but I just it's just not a good look right now. So we're gonna leave it on that. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is a nice, beautiful fall color, slime. On the high end, you say slime, and on the low end, you say beautiful green. That's your color for today.
Oh, that's beautiful. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T if you would. Woo!